got a Bert Show listener that has a new roommate who is way too comfortable naked here and wants some help. Please help, Bert Show. I'm a P1, and if you don't know what a P1 is, then you ain't one. Who never thought I'd need your advice, but here I am. I have an awkward sitch with my new roommate and don't know how to handle it. To provide some context, my roommate and I were not friends before she moved in. Out the gate, cohabitation was really smooth. She's neat, responsible with bills, and equally contributes to our shared expenses, which I truly appreciate. However, recently, there's been an unexpected turn of events. My roommate has started to feel extremely comfortable in our shared living space to the point where she walks around naked. When I asked her about it, she simply shrugged it off, saying that nudity isn't a big deal to her as she was raised by hippie parents. While I respect her upbringing and beliefs, I can't help but feel uncomfortable with this. But maybe not for the reasons you might think. I find myself unexpectedly... This is going to take all right, I didn't see this happening. I find myself unexpectedly attracted to her. I've seen this play out on the internet. I know where this is going.
You watched that movie?
I did. A lot.
Jeez.
Which has left me feeling confused and uncertain about myself. I thought I was straight. Maybe I'm not. Complicating matters further, my roommate has a boyfriend, and there is no indication that her nudity is intended to be anything other than casual and non-sexual. How do I address, I should say.
Undress. How do I undress?
How do I address this uncomfortable situation with my roommate while also dealing with my newfound feelings? Ladies?
Well, I live alone, so thank God this is not a problem I have encountered. But I do think, I mean, it's possible like sexuality is a spectrum. So you may not be like romantically inclined towards women, which is why you've never considered it before. But it's possible that seeing a good-looking woman makes you feel a little freaky. You see a couple of boobs walking around, and you're thinking, wait a second. Mm-hmm. I think as long as you don't do anything that's going to ruin your roommate situation, maybe just head on back into the room once you're feeling a certain way and open up that bedside drawer.
Is it possible that she's mixing her feelings like, I mean, I can be in the gym on the other side of this and look at a dude in the locker room that doesn't have a shirt on and go, that dude looks good. I'm not sexually attracted to him, but I'm like, dang, that dude looks really good. Is it possible that she's mixing those feelings up?
Well, it's different than she says, I find myself unexpectedly attracted to her. So it's one thing to find somebody attractive. It's another thing to be attracted to them. Like you would act on that impulse. So as a woman, I definitely appreciate the female form. I actually think it's more appealing and more pleasant to look at than the male form.
It's not even close. Completely agree. We have hairs on our knuckles and stuff.
But with that said, it's not something, while I appreciate it and I find it attractive, I'm not attracted to it. Like there's this fine line. So here, what I would ask her to ask of herself is like, okay, am I just overall finding the female form beautiful, or is this something like I actually want to act on?
You want to touch?
Yes. And if you want to act on it, well, then I think you have to do a little self-exploration there. I personally wouldn't do it with your naked roommate. You're not supposed to, S where you eat. So I would explore those feelings somewhere else and see if they're like, I would go to a gay bar and see how you feel there in that environment and just kind of try to figure yourself out. I wouldn't make a move on her. And like you said, Abby, if those feelings arise, if those feelings of arousal arise, take care of yourself in whatever manner. Because you need to respect what the position she's in. She's got a boyfriend. She's in a relationship. So respect her relationship, and respect yourself.
I still think we're focusing on the wrong thing there, though. That's one thing. But, I mean, she's perfectly within her rights to say, this is a shared space right here.
Yes.
And I'm not comfortable with this for whatever reason. She doesn't have to divulge that because I'm having feelings for you or anything. She's not comfortable in that situation. The roommate should listen to that and go, okay, this is our shared space. I'll just be naked in my own room.
Well, my thing is, I agree that I think there should be self-exploration, and I think she should if it were me, I would probably just mind my business and try not to be in that area when she's doing this. But if she does do self-exploration and finds that she's interested in women, then does she owe it to the roommate to tell her? Because if you tell her, then that will probably stop her from being nude around you because she probably will not want to do that knowing that you're attracted to her.
It's going to make the living situation so awkward, though, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it probably
Did
will.
she say she talked to her about it and she said this is just the way
asked
she
her,
is?
Yeah, she asked her why you're so, like, why the nudity? And she was like, nudity's a non-issue to me, and my parents, they were hippies, and this is how we were raised.
Guys would handle this so differently. Like if Mo and I were living together and he's naked all over the place, I'd just be going, dude, what are you doing?
That simple.
That's it.
That's all you have to say. Will you please put that away?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, you got to handle it with more sensitivity with women, because if you look at your girl and you're like, why are you all naked? I'm going to take it offensively. I'm going to think you think I look bad, and then it'll solve the problem. I'll never come out naked again, but I'm certainly going to hate you.
So what are the words you use then if you're trying to open up this dialogue that you're uncomfortable in your living situation?
Hey, Vesty, have you thought about putting a robe on, please? I don't know. I think you got to tread lightly. I think you just need to say, hey, it makes me a little bit uncomfortable. I'm a little bit more, you can even put it on yourself. I'm a little bit more prudish. Would appreciate it if in our shared space you could put some clothes on.
Gift certificate to Sweet Peach?
There you go.
The Bert Show.